Hey students, it's Mr. Halpin. Hey, I'm excited because we have students coming back to Raymond Park on the hybrid schedule. You all know if you're on the hybrid schedule, you either had a black schedule or you had a gold schedule. And just before Thanksgiving, actually it was after Thanksgiving, we went to 100% virtual for all Raymond Park 8th graders. Well, now, February 17th, coming up here in a little bit, we're going to welcome back our hybrid students. Students, if you're on 100% virtual, that's great. You can finish your year on 100% virtual. I wish you the best. Please feel free to reach out to me because there's some of you I have not seen now in about a year. Hey, up on your screen right now, you see the Raymond Park Intermediate and Middle School Dress Guidelines. I want to go through this document with you, and I'm going to highlight the areas that 8th graders that this really impacts. I know that this is a very long document, and I know some of this gets very old to hear over and over and over again. So what I want to do is take a few minutes and highlight some things for you, because when you come back to school on Wednesday, February 17th, we will be in dress code 100% all the way. So students, let's go over some things real quick. One of the things we look at when we talk about shirts, and tops. Students at Raymond Park don't have to have collars anymore. If you have someone that you knew that went to Raymond Park before you, you know that they were to wear collars unless it was a Finish Strong Friday. Well, we have changed that, and you know this from the fall when you were here. If you have a shirt that does not have a collar, it is acceptable as long as it has solid stripe patterns or brand logos. If you had a Nike shirt, an Air Jordan shirt, something like that, that shirt is acceptable. Going over to what's not acceptable for shirts, and this is where, again, I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but I want to highlight something right here. Outerwear, coats, sweatshirts that are thick and bulky, fastened by zippers, have a hood, hint, 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 hoodie, and are designed to be worn for warmth. It's February outside, students. It is cold. I expect you to wear outerwear coming to school to keep yourself warm. But when you get into Raymond Park and you get to your classroom, you want to take that outerwear off, and you can put it in your backpack. Yes, normally if it wasn't a pandemic, you would have a locker and you would keep your backpack and your outerwear in your locker. But under our circumstances with COVID-19, we are allowing you to carry your backpack and keep your outerwear in there. Moving on down to what is acceptable for pants, skirts, dresses, and bottoms. Really the main thing I need to talk about here is make sure the pants you're wearing correct size, and we prefer belts. Hint, students, no sagging. And then when it comes over to pants also, make sure, girls, if you're wearing yoga pants, stretch pants, that you have something covering the top, such as a skirt. We do not accept yoga pants at Raymond Park. Let's see, moving on down to acceptable footwear. Tennis shoes, dress shoes, and boots are acceptable. And really the only thing we have issues with in 8th grade sometimes have to be with sandals. Make sure if you are wearing sandals, students, that there is a strap in the back. That would be acceptable. And then when it comes to non-acceptable footwear, no flip-flops. No flip-flops, students. Make sure the shoe that you're wearing is secured on your foot. Moving on down to acceptable accessories and non-acceptable accessories. The one I want to highlight here is make sure your earrings are no larger than a quarter. Students, we do that again for safety purposes. And then looking over on non-acceptable accessories, I want to go down to the bottom here where it says headphones, earbuds, or AirPods should be removed from ears and head while in the hallways. So let's talk about this a little further. Some of you have a very nice pair of AirPods, and those things kind of sit in your ears. Students, take those things out while you're in the hallway, in the cafeteria. Those are areas where we've got a lot of people, and it's a safety concern. Hey, you know what? If you're in class and your teacher allows you to put headphones on because, to listen to something for class or even listen to music, those are acceptable. But when you are in the hallway, those things need to come out. And if notice it says around your ears and head. If you have those real big headphones, you can wrap those around your neck and that would be acceptable. And then moving on to items that can be worn to school but should be secured in lockers. And this is where I want to point this out again. Outerwear that includes coats, jackets, and hooded sweatshirts. Students, at this time, we do not have lockers because of the pandemic. So all outerwear will belong in your backpack. And you'll also notice that it says backpacks are not allowed, but students, with the pandemic, we are allowing students to have backpacks. Now, should the time come in the school year where we do assign lockers to students, then we will put outerwear in the locker along with our backpacks. And then students, the final thing I want to say to you about dress code is school officials will make final determinations. And again, the spirit of dress code is all about student safety. These are the Raymond Park Intermediate Dress Guidelines that I want you to take a good look at before you come back to us on February 17th. We look forward to seeing you. We'll talk to you later.